Okay, next up we have Aaron Mwewa. He is from Zambia, and he studied at Syracuse University. Where are you, Syracuse? His talk is on why ethical principles for MPs in Zambia, a call for the creation of a legislative ethical commission.
My talk is on politics. I think it's because I sleep, I eat, I dream politics. And I think everything else revolves around politics, be it education, health, human rights, what we eat, what we do, it all speaks to politics. That set of pictures you're looking at right now is showing you a man who is popular in my country for a brand of politics that he calls politics of the belly. That man has been part of a political system way before independence in 1964. He is aged 83 and he still insists he is ready to serve the country in whatever capacity politically. He changes like the proverbial chameleon, changes colors with each passing election. He changes colors. In 2013, he stated, and I quote, "Politics of patriotism are long gone. They went with the end of colonialism. Today, everyone is in politics for benefits. Or those who go to parliament go there because they want allowances. They want money." And I'm sure that's how most people think also in other countries in Africa. That's what he says. And he has managed to survive different regimes from 1964 to date. He has managed to survive politically. How has he been able to do that? Well, he has been able to do that because most of the people in the political system seem to agree with him and what he thinks. They agree with his perception on how politics are. A study that was conducted by the Media Institute of Southern Africa in 2012 revealed that the members of parliament are imbued with the allowance culture. Allowance culture. They cannot attend any public gathering if they are not incentivized, if they are not promised any resources. This denies them a valuable opportunity to engage with the citizens. And engagement, in my view, is the very essence of democracy. The only time you see politicians agreeing in parliament on an issue is not when they're discussing the Constitution, which is the fundamental law of the land. The only time politicians are on one side is when they're talking about increasing their allowances. There they agree. They don't argue. There they will agree. Now that situation has created a problem. Members of the public have lost faith. They have lost trust in their representatives. That slide shows you of an Afrobarometer study that indicates how lowly the public looks at the institution called parliament in my country and how highly they look at other institutions. In fact, as you can see, even the police are more trusted. The police are more trusted than parliament, which I find very surprising. Now, this reduction in the levels of trust has led to the public becoming apathetic. When elections are called, they don't want to vote because they think nothing will ever change. These people go into parliament to only serve their interests. In 1968, when the country went to the polls, 82.47% of the people went to vote. 43 years later, in 2011, when the people went to the polls again, 53.65% went to vote. Is the situation any better today? 2015, January, my country went for a by-election. We lost our president, sadly. We went for a by-election, and only 32.36% of the registered voters went to vote. To vote for a president, 32% only turned up. This clearly shows that we have a problem with the system. The quantitative aspect of our democracy is under threat. What should we do about it? Our visit as Syracuse University to the Legislative Ethics Commission informed a suggestion I have. What Zambia needs is the creation of a Legislative Ethics Commission, which will do three things. It will educate our members of parliament on what constitutes ethical conduct. Two, it will instill a sense of fear in them because they will know there's someone who is watching them. Big Brother is watching. So they will be tempted to behave in line. Thirdly, it will also provide a source of recourse for the people should they have something to report about as regards ethical breaches. And this commission should be composed of members of the public, the opposition, as well as all the relevant minority groups. Yes, the creation of a Legislative Ethics Commission gives an opportunity for my country's parliament to enhance its credibility and thus nurture in a forceful way its growing democracy. I thank you.